Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. It's Kaylan and Alex. If you're new here, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe. And if you're returning, thank you so much for tuning in. I've had one of my pieces for at least the past 2.5-ish years, so it's about time for a little review on that piece. And then of course over the last 2.5-3 years I've acquired a few additional pieces, so I figured let me just go ahead and give an update of what I feel are the pros and cons of these items and let you guys know. So I'll start with the items that I have that we'll be talking about. The first item is obviously my mother of pearl vintage Alhambra necklace. I have the mother of pearl sweet bracelet with the 1 motif, the malachite 5 motif vintage Alhambra bracelet, and then the most recent piece that we're going to chat about is this necklace that I got in the, I believe it's Frivole. It's the Frivole or Frivole collection, which is like the little flower with the stone in the middle. This is the green one, or like the malachite version. I can't remember if that's the exact name of it, but you guys will get the point. And then I have the 5 motif and the onyx, but I don't have it in front of me. You guys will see a video of that one, but we'll be comparing those items basically. I guess like of all the pieces that I have, like I'll just generalize them with pros and cons and then kind of give like a review of each one. So the first pro that I have on the list is the appearance. Like you see the item, you know it's Van Cleef. It's a delicate piece. It's, you know, it's fun, but it's still like luxurious and serious. Like it's playful in my opinion. Now, of course, this is all relative and it's going to be subjective to the person, but the appearance of it is there. You know that it's Van Cleef. You know that it's like a beautiful stone. You have variety, so you can choose which one kind of better suits you and your lifestyle, your complexion, the things that you wear. You just have so much different things to choose from when it comes to the stones and the colors. They're also very delicate, which I guess could be a con as well, but I would consider it a pro in the fact, delicacy in the terms of it being elegant, right? So they're elegant pieces. They're very feminine and dainty. I just feel like they embody that whole like feminine feel. That's what I get when I see the motifs paired with different items or just on their own. I feel like they're beautiful on their own, right? So you have those as pros. They also add a little bit more detail and conversation to a stack or to an outfit. They just pop out. Like they're not just regular gold, white gold, or silver pieces. They have more color if you don't get one of the gold versions. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. But they add just that extra level of detail and personality to your accessory or an outfit, right? So those are good pros. You can also have them lengthened or shortened depending on your wrist, neck, or whatever it may be. They can be shortened or lengthened. You have now up until a year from purchase to make that decision. It was 3 months or 90 days, but now it's a full year, which I think is absolutely amazing because you don't really see places giving you that much time to make a decision without being charged for the alteration of the item. So that's a major plus. So you have the option to adjust the size based on what you need. Now, a pro for me is that I have not experienced any scratching or any ruining of the integrity of any of my pieces. I will say that my sweet bracelet, I do wear it every day. The 5 motif and the malachite, I do not wear it every day, nor do I wear the, without taking it off. So without taking it off every day. I do not wear the malachite or the onyx without taking it off. I take those pieces off at night for certain. My necklace, I have showered in it a few times, not on purpose, but I just forgot to take it off because I'm used to not taking off a necklace. Nothing has happened. That was only a few times, but the other pieces I do take off. Even my Frivole necklace, I do take it off as well because I don't know, I just feel like they're a bit more precious to me, and those are items that are a little bit more delicate as well, and I just prefer to take those off at night, so I'm okay with that. But the bracelets, for sure, the malachite has to come out. It's one of the most delicate ones in comparison to the others, so it definitely comes off. But I do wear it every day. So the past few weeks I've been wearing it every day. I just put it on and go. So it hasn't been that big of a like deal where I'm like, oh my God, I gotta put the bracelet on. It's not that big of a deal to me. So that is, I guess, depending on how you like to wear your jewelry, that could be a pro and a con, or it could not even be a factor. But I did just want to mention that the sweet, I have worn it for the last almost 2 years straight without taking it off. I've taken it off maybe like a few days at a time, but for the most part, I wear it every day. I will say though, it has dulled in comparison to the necklace a little bit because of the everyday wear on it, and you really should not wear mother of pearl like that, because that is one thing it will definitely dull, and you can like see it because of the pearl look, especially against light. But it's this sweet, it's not super noticeable. I still love it. I still wear it. I have not had any issues in terms of the stone being ruined or having to be replaced, so that is amazing. But like I said, I do wear it every day. I have showered in it, I've worked out in it, I've used it to its ability, and it's still doing well. Now, I do take care of my accessories and things, so I'm not just hard on it, or just, you know, I'm mindful of not brushing against the wall or hitting my hand against something. Like, I'm mindful of those things. I don't do that. So I guess that would also determine whether or not you should wear it every day, but I don't do that. Haven't had any problems. So those are pros for me. I would say another pro is that they pair well with other pieces or together. I personally don't like to pair the 5 motifs all together, but with the sweet and the 5 motifs that I do have, because maybe it's because of the green and the malachite and the mother of pearl, they kind of complement each other. I don't mind it, but I definitely don't wear the onyx with it because I don't know, they clash, and I just feel like I don't like the look of that. So I typically would wear these paired together, or I'll pair my tennis bracelet with these two, and it works very well. So it pairs well with multiple pieces or paired together. That's a pro. So I'll move on to the cons, because some of the pros and cons kind of like gather and merge together. So let's just move on to the cons. Now, the cons of the item is that it is delicate. They are delicate pieces. They are delicate stones. You have to be careful with them, or you should be careful with them. They're not typically, or what I would recommend, they're not pieces that you should wear every day without taking off, or, you know, just wearing, you know, to the pool, to the beach and things like that. Of course you can, they're your items, enjoy them. But if I were to give a recommendation, I would say that it's best not to wear them in that way, because they will ruin. I have had people that I know who have ruined their stones, especially a few people have ruined their malachite stones and had to have them replaced. Now, that is a con, that they can be replaced, but it is a pro that they can be replaced, but a con that you would have to replace them. But I mean, there's that. So because they are so delicate, I would not suggest wearing them without taking them off every day. So that is a con if you like to wear your items every day like I do. That was a con, but not a big enough con for me not to get the item. I still love my pieces. I just don't mind taking them off, because I know that there are pieces that I have to take off. So it's already in my mind they're going to have to come on and off. I'm fine. I roll with it. I don't wear my watch without taking it off. So that's kind of like what I equate it to. Or if I want to change my accessories, I have to change it anyway. So it's not that big of a con to me, right? Also, they are not the bracelets, the 5 motif bracelets, or even I would say the sweets. They're not easy to put on by yourself. I could not put these on with nails, any type of long nails. It was like a no-go for me. I took my nails off to give my natural nails a break, just a little breather, and I was able to put them on. It still took me like it still does take me a few minutes to put them on by myself, but I can put them on by myself. any nail extension is definitely hard to put on alone. You would definitely need someone to help you if you have longer nails, because it's virtually impossible. I've tried all of the hacks. I've tried putting the safety pin, not the safety pin, the bobby pin on. I've tried laying down and like holding it against something. It's like it's impossible to put this on by yourself unless you don't have on any nails. Now, not having on any nails, it's super easy because I can like grab it with one finger and pull the little latch, the closure clasp, and get it on easily, but that's with no nails. So that for me is a con, because it's like you always have to have someone around to put it on, or if you're going somewhere, you have to wait till you get there to see, you know, someone else who can help you put it on. So that is a thing for me, and I definitely think it's worth mentioning. The other con that is also like is the fact that you cannot wear them every day, or you should not wear them every day without taking them off. I am a girl who loves to sleep in my jewelry. I don't like pieces typically that I have to take off and put on, right? These are pieces that have to be taken off and put on, or they should be. I'm going to keep saying I should be, because I know that people wear them without taking them off, and to each his own, but my recommendation, as well as the advisors that I've spoken with, recommendation is that you do not do that. So I'm just gonna go off that basis, is that you should not do this. So that for me is a con, because I like to keep on my accessories. I don't really like to take them off. And like I said, it wasn't a big enough con for me not to get it. I still liked it, just had to have that in my mind. I couldn't keep it on forever. So the malachite, I know, gets a lot of flack, but everyone still loves and adores it because of how precious or sensitive it is. Like I said, I have been wearing mine pretty much every day. Like I said, I take it off at night, but I've been putting it on during the day just to get that wear out of it, so that I could see, you know, if, you know, I notice anything off or something that I, you know, need to take a break from wearing it. And I have not had that. I do wear lotion on my wrist. Anytime I spray perfume, I make sure that it's last that I put on anyways, but I spray it on the other arm or away from the bracelet, so it's not making direct contact with the bracelet. And I make sure that if I'm washing my hands or something like that, I'm careful with water splashing on it. That being said, water has splashed on it and it didn't like shatter. Nothing crazy happened. So it's kind of crazy, because I was actually thinking like, oh my god, if I get water on it, it's gonna like completely ruin. I'm gonna be able to see that it's definitely, you know, ruined or different, and none of that happened. Of course, I have little fingerprints on it, but overall it's still great. Now, it's only been a few weeks, but there's no issues here. There's no scratching. Like I said, I've been wearing it every day, putting the baby in and out of the car, going about everyday life. I have not had any scratches. I have not had any color alterations, and it's still good. It is still fairly new, but as of now, I've been wearing it every day. It's fine. The mother of pearl bracelet I have had the longest. It's been almost 3 years. Well, 2 years for sure. And there's no scratching. Like I said, it is a bit dull compared to the necklace that is more recent, but it's not scratched, bruised, and beat up. Like, you couldn't tell that I've had it, you know, for this amount of time and have been wearing it for this amount of time. So it's still good. So I would say overall, they are great pieces to have in the collection if these are pieces that you absolutely love and adore and desire to have. I would say the cons, in my opinion, are not big enough to deter you from buying them, because it's kind of like it comes with the territory. You know that some pieces you can't wear every day. This would just be along those lists of items that you could not wear and shower with every day. I know a lot of people are very off put with the stones and the fact that the stones are different colors, but I personally like that, and I think that it adds more character and personality to it, you know, jewelry and accessories. They're not just the plain gold, white gold, yellow gold, silver, you know, things. They add a little bit more. They're stones. They're, you know, they have color to them. You know what I mean? It's almost like birthstones, right? So that's what I love about the pieces. It's definitely not off-putting to me. If that is not off-putting to you, overall, I would say that they're still worth having and I would still recommend. As far as experience with the store, I have only shopped in the store. I have had amazing experience in both locations. Well, now there's only one here, but I've always been greeted very politely by anyone who's in the store. I've not had a negative experience in the store, so that's great. I have not personally shopped online, but I know that the necklace that I got was purchased online. It was a gift for my birthday, and I know that they purchased it online because I got the online packaging, which is like superb. But from my understanding, that was a pretty smooth transition as well. So I always recommend people going to the store, regardless of what store it is, to try on the item, see what you like, see what you don't like, and just get a feel for it on you. Don't be afraid to go into these places because of what you think might happen. I would suggest people just go try it. I will note that in doing that, I initially wanted the cornelian 5 motif, but then when I got in the store, I realized that it's more of a burgundy brownish red toned color versus a true red, and I feel like it didn't really pair well for me and on my complexion. I didn't really care for it. So had I not gone into the store, I would not have known that. In saying that, these stones, especially the ones in the colors, they do come in variations. So no stone typically is the exact same. I know that you might be able to put in a request for a special shade of that stone, but it's not guaranteed, I believe. I don't know. I've heard that. I do know that when I got this bracelet, there was another version available. It had been sold. It was a slightly different malachite green. The shades in it was slightly different. But I have heard that people can, you know, if they have a variety of different ones, you can choose which one you prefer the most. So that is a thing as well. I would suggest going in the store to try on, because you may see a shade that you prefer or don't prefer and would rather wait to get the particular item. So other than that, like I said, I would still recommend. I still love them. I still have other pieces that I desire from the brand and cannot wait to get. The earrings are next on my list to complete my mother of pearl set, and we'll just continue adding from there. So I feel like those are the biggest things that people would want to know that you might be considering when trying to purchase these items. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, drop a nice comment down below, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get a notification when I post again, and I will see you in the next video.